Every morning, she wakes up with the same feeling, a sudden fear she can't explain. Her eyes open, but nothing makes sense. The ceiling above her feels unfamiliar. The room doesn't feel like hers. For a brief moment, she tries to understand where she is, and then she realizes something is terribly wrong. She doesn't remember falling asleep. She doesn't remember yesterday. She doesn't remember herself. She turns her head and sees someone standing nearby, a face looking at her with concern. Maybe kindness, maybe sadness. She doesn't know. To her, this person is a complete stranger. And before she can even ask who they are, the fear hits her again, a sharp, cold panic, because she doesn't understand why this stranger is here, or why they seem to know her. This is how her day begins. Every day, over and over again. Doctors would later explain that her brain resets roughly every 7 seconds. 7 seconds! That's how long she can hold on to the present before it disappears. Conversations vanish mid-sentence. Thoughts fade before they can finish forming. Reality keeps slipping through her fingers like water. Before all of this, she lived a normal life. She remembered things. She recognized faces. She had routines, habits, small memories that made up who she was. Then something happened. Depending on who tells the story, it was an illness, or an injury, or a sudden failure inside the brain. Whatever it was, it took something essential from her. The ability to form new memories. From that moment on, her life stopped moving forward. She can still see, she can still hear, she can still feel emotions. But her mind can't store any of it. Every experience expires almost instantly, like a message written on fogged glass, wiped away seconds after it appears. At some point, someone had the idea to give her notes. Simple ones, reassuring ones. You are safe. This is your home. You have a memory condition. The notes were meant to help her stay calm, to give her something solid to hold on to, but they created a new kind of horror. She would read a note and feel confused. Who wrote this? Why is it talking about me? She would feel fear rising in her chest. Then, just as quickly, the note itself would become unfamiliar. 7 seconds later, she would read it again, as if for the first time. The same questions, the same fear, the same confusion, on an endless loop. Imagine what that does to a person. There is no sense of progress, no relief, no moment where things finally make sense. Just a constant reset, a permanent first moment. She can't follow a story, she can't finish a thought. By the time someone reaches the end of a sentence, the beginning is already gone. Faces never turn into people she knows. Voices never become comforting. Even kindness feels threatening, because it comes from strangers she doesn't remember meeting. Every interaction is new. Every explanation feels like shocking news. And the cruelest part is that emotionally, she is still fully there. Fear doesn't reset. Anxiety doesn't reset. Confusion doesn't reset. The feelings remain, but the reason for them disappears. So she lives in a constant state of distress, afraid without knowing why, tense without understanding what she's reacting to. Doctors try to help her understand her condition. They explain it slowly, carefully. They tell her what happened. They tell her what to expect. Each time, she reacts as if she's hearing it for the first time. Sometimes she cries, sometimes she becomes angry, sometimes she just stares, silent and empty. And then, seconds later, she asks again, "What's wrong with me? Why do I feel like this?" Her life becomes a collection of fragments, moments with no connection to each other, feelings with no context. She can't learn from experience. She can't build relationships. She can't grow into a future version of herself, because for her, the future never arrives. Scientists call this condition anterograde amnesia, but that term feels cold, clinical. It doesn't explain what it's like to lose the thread that holds a person together. Memory isn't just about facts or dates. It's how we know who we are. It's how we recognize our own lives. Without memory, identity starts to dissolve. For her, every mirror is a surprise. Every room feels borrowed. Every moment is unstable, fragile, temporary. 7 seconds long, then gone. She's conscious, awake, alive, but never fully present in the way most of us are. And when you really think about it, that might be the most unsettling part of all. Not that she forgets everything, but that she never gets the chance to remember. Never gets the chance to build a life that stretches across time. Her mind is trapped in an endless now, And the question that lingers, the one that's hard to shake, is this. If memory is what connects our moments into a life, then what happens when those connections are gone? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and like. Thanks.